let's go ahead. Let's get into palette number. Oh, I didn't count them. Hold on a second. Please hold. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're taking time out of your day to join me today. Today we are going through and swatching all of my Sigma palettes. So it's our year of awareness in 2025. I just finished filming a video with this look at Chatty Get Ready With Me, talking all about what I'm gonna do this year, how I'm gonna go about it, how I'm gonna check in with you, and what you can look forward to. But today we are swatching all the Sigma palettes. I did use the Sigma Warm Neutrals for today's eye look, and I really just hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, I know you just saw my intro, and here I am again with a new look that I just filmed a video of as well, and I will also link. I decided I wanted to do this differently after I edited the video. I want to do an edit that's no talking, that's just relaxing swatches for people. So I'm going to put that out, but I also wanted to do it as a ranking video so I could rank my palettes at the beginning of the year when we're doing the swatches, and then after I've used the palettes, which is my goal this year, and really started to get myself acquainted with them, learn what I love about my palettes. You know, sometimes you look at a color store and you think, oh, I'm gonna love this palette, and then you end up not liking it on your skin tone. Or you look at a palette and you think, oh, I'm definitely not gonna like that. That's not colors I like. And then you love it because it looks different on your eyes. I kind of wanna like find my bearings with that, figuring out where I'm at. So I wanna go through my palettes. I wanna see what I actually like from looking at it in swatches versus what I like after using it. So that's kind of the comparison we're looking for here. Like I said, I'm going to make a video that's just swatches with no talking, no sound. If you love that kind of video, look forward to that. But otherwise, let's go ahead. Let's get into ranking and looking at the swatches of the 8 Sigma palettes that I currently own. Coming in number 8 is the Sigma Warm Neutrals. And I am really surprised that this came so low on the list. I really thought that some of the older palettes would rank higher, and this one performs really well. The formula, I would say, is better than some of the ones that are ranked higher, but the color story for this is just not for me. In the swatches, I think it looks very peach, and I said, oh, I'm going to try to do a peach look because I swatched these a while back. I did use this palette one time, and I tried to do a peach look inspired by the swatches that I did here. And it didn't turn out peach, it turned out taupe. So I don't know if color theory people, you can tell me. This palette is number 8. We'll see if it makes it in the cut at the end of the year. But for right now, I don't see myself reaching for this without forcing myself to reach for it at this point. I'm feeling a little jaded about it, I guess. Well, let's go ahead. Let's look through the rest of the swatches here that I did for you. And I tried to do the swatches as live as I could, but I did have to make some cuts in the video. I will tell you, if you see my face in any of these cuts in the mirror, no, you didn't. I filmed these when I was sick in January. No, you didn't. You didn't see my face in the mirror. But some of the edits are from that, and some of the edits are from, like, I had to pause because I had a cough, or I had to pause because my kid came in, or whatever. There was, like, things going on. As much as I tried to do 100% live swatching, it didn't end up that way in the edit. Anyways, we're going to do full studio light swatches, and then I turn off the overhead LEDs and show you them in a little bit dimmer light. It's not dim light, but it does show off the sparkle better than with the really bright overhead light on. the new mod palette is? 7. I have to say, I kind of think I mixed these up maybe because I had put them in order of how I wanted to rank them right after I swatched them so I would remember. And I think this one might have got mixed up only because this one has the beautiful quality of the top 2 palettes, but it's monochromatic. It's very mauve, pink. I don't know. I think it was Color Story that had me rank it down a little lower, but I feel like it might have been above the next palette. I feel like this might have been number 6 and that other one should have been number 7. But I left it anyways because that's how close some of these are. It's literally a small difference because it's the same brand. They have changed formula and you can definitely tell the difference. You'll see it in a little bit when we get there. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at these new mod swatches. Again, we're going to look at them in the studio light and also in a little dimmer light so you can see the sparkle really shine. And I apologize if some of the finger swatches come before and some of them come after. I am just completely random like that. And also I know I don't always swatch in order with my fingers, but the swatches on my hand are in order of the way that they were in the palette, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Coming in at number 6 is my Alice in Wonderland palette, and I'm really surprised it came so low because I love this Color Story. Alice in Wonderland has my heart, so I'm biased towards it already just because it's Alice in Wonderland. But unfortunately, the pigment, as you can see on these ones, is just really light. It does build, but it takes time and patience. It's just their older formula, so I really would look forward to Sigma re-releasing these palettes, these other Disney palettes in their newer formula, like their Little Mermaid. I would really love to see that. at number 5, we have the Untamed palette. I picked this up on a sale at the end of the year last year. Was it the end of the year? Maybe mid-year. Anyways, I got a really good deal. They were clearancing them out, I think. And I was surprised. I thought this would be the old formula as well, but I was really surprised that the texture of this was actually a little bit better than the Alice in Wonderland palette. The color story is really pretty. I am worried though. I'm realizing that while I love a deep jewel tone on, like for wearing on my clothes, I'm not sure it's what I want for my skin. I feel like it overpowers me when I put really deep colors on my eyes. So more bright, vibrant colors and more like grayed down colors are kind of what I'm thinking it looks best on my skin for my personal taste. I mean, wear anything, put anything on. Who cares if it's the right kind? This is my personal preference, and that's kind of what I'm trying to discover here is like, what do I like? And I'm realizing I'm not sure I can work as well with these deeper colors. So this one's going to be interesting because I really want to like this one. I love the color story. I'm just not sure if it's for me, unfortunately. Coming in at number 4, we have the Warm Wishes palette, and this one completely surprised me for how high it ranked. But the formula in this palette, it is so good. The color story is actually really appealing. It's a basic neutral, but it's like a glam basic. I feel like it's a great palette to grab if you're traveling for like a wedding or anything like that, that you want something like a little bit more, you know, but you also don't want to bring a huge palette with you to make a glam look. This is like the perfect little quick glam palette, and I have been really obsessed with it lately. Let's finish out these swatches and then move on to number 3. number 3 really didn't surprise me that much. Number 3 is the Cool Neutrals palette, and I love this palette for the same reason I love a lot of Huda Beauty's palettes, and that is because they do cool with just enough warm in it that it doesn't make me look too gray or sick. I mean, sometimes I'm going for that vibe, honestly, but I like the option to not have that as well. So I'm really loving these colors. I think that some of the colors I liked in the Untamed are in here. Like, I mean, they're not exactly the same. Maybe someday I'll compare them when I'm doing a video. But the yellows in here I like. I think they're very similar. Sorry, I'm looking at my video down here. It's playing while I'm talking to you. The formula, though, is so beautiful. Top notch. Love, love, love this formula. I'm excited to get in and use this palette more. I have used this palette quite a bit already, but to use it more. Number 2 is my mini Enchanted palette. If it was the full Enchanted, it would probably still be in the same spot. I got the mini free, so I don't want to buy the full. It feels wasteful to me to like have a mini and a full at the same time. So if I can hit pan in that middle shade that I love and use all the time as a one and done eyeshadow, then I might consider buying the full size. But anyways, regardless, this color story on my skin tone, can't go wrong. There's not a look I've ever made with this palette that let me down. This is a beautiful color story for my fair peach skin, and yeah, it's just one of my favorites. I love this palette. And I actually do really like that the minis don't have mirrors, because mirrors are really hard to recycle, and it's nice when a palette doesn't have a mirror. I know people like mirrors, but for me, I'd rather not have a mirror. So I kind of like that the minis don't have mirrors. I wish the full size didn't have mirrors either, honestly. Number 1 spot is the Little Mermaid palette, and if you have used any of Sigmund palettes and you've used the Little Mermaid, you know they have just leaps and bounds improved their formula. This is on par with other indie brands, and I am just absolutely obsessed with this. It's very colorful, purple and blue, which is not normally my color story, but the way the duochromes shift, it just gives the best mermaid vibe, and I am here for the mermaid vibe. can I be a mermaid, please? But like the creepy ones that like kill men and stuff, you know, the sirens that like call them in and that kind. Yeah, that's the kind I want to be. And this palette gives me those vibes. I absolutely love this palette. I'm really excited to use it more this year, and that's why it's my #1. Let me know down in the comments what you think about my ranking. Did I rank something higher or lower than you would have ranked it? It's okay. We can have difference of opinions. I love hearing other people's opinions about things, and let me know maybe why you like something differently than I do. Because I'm just curious. Maybe it will inspire me to try it a different way. Until next time, everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.